Welcome to the Tourism News Wrap. My name is Jason Amu. Coming up, UNWTO holds first in-person meeting in Africa. Cabo Verde gears up for 64th CAF Meeting, and Qatar Airways to launch new route to Zambia and Zimbabwe. The United Nations World Tourism Organization has held its first face-to-face event since the start of COVID-19 in Africa, where member states have agreed to work together to establish a new narrative for tourism across the continent. The Brand Africa Conference, which took place in Windhoek, Namibia from June 14 to 16, assembled African tourism ministers, brand experts, and other key tourism stakeholders to discuss ways of swift recovery for the continent's tourism. To better realize tourism's potential to drive recovery, UNWTO and its members will also work with the African Union and the private sector to promote the continent to new global audiences through positive, people-centered storytelling and effective branding. UNWTO Secretary General Zurab welcomed the common determination to rethink as well as restart tourism.
Tourism destination, not only on African continent, and it's a pleasure, it's an honor to have you with us, and under your leadership, as we promised, we are here. We had a visit in November, now we are here. I want personally thank to each minister and delegations who arrived here from after so many barriers. Today we are here to find the best solutions and best way how to promote Africa and to be ready. I'm sure that this pandemic will end one nice day, and we have to be ready for that day and to don't make any mistakes we made before. I wouldn't call it mistakes. This is a future, and Africa has a future to attract more and more tourists.
The President of Namibia, Dr. Hage Geingob, who was the special guest of honor, said real recovery will only be possible when international tourism returns to pre-COVID levels.
Brand Africa will require a unified and collaborative effort between Africa and diaspora leaders, academics, decision makers, influencers, the private and public sectors, as well as the youth, to shape and drive the African agenda as a means of enhancing the overall image of Africa. I am confident that this conference provides the ideal platform for us to further unpack these concepts so as to add value to the UNWTO strategic roadmap for Africa.
The three-day conference also featured ministerial think tank session, nation branding, and masterclass on digital marketing for stakeholders in the tourism industry. West Africa's archipelago island of Cabo Verde has inked an agreement with the World Tourism Organization to host the organization's Commission for Africa CAF meeting on September 2 to 4 this year. The meeting, which will take place in Santa Maria Sal Island, will also feature the Global Tourism Forum for the Investment in Africa. Signing the agreement, Cabo Verde's Minister for Tourism and Transport, Dr. Carlos Santos, reiterated the commitment of the Cabo Verde government to UNWTO and the African continent, while also appealing to African member states to show interest in the 24th General Assembly of the organization to be held in the Kingdom of Morocco later this year.
Despite the difficulties that we are all aware of at this stage of the pandemic crisis, the government of Cabo Verde is doing everything it can to make the 64th meeting of CAF a great journey of African member states, a journey of work, commitments, and preparation for the 24th General Assembly of the organization in the Kingdom of Morocco, shortly theatered in October.
The African Union Development Agency NEPAD and the UN World Tourism Organization have signed a second memorandum of understanding to build strong partnerships to support the development of the tourism sector in Africa. The ceremony took place at the margins of the regional conference on strengthening Brand Africa for the swift recovery of the tourism sector. The first MOU was signed in 2016. Speaking at the signing ceremony, the CEO of ODA NEPAD, Dr. Ibrahim Mayaki, said the objective of the MOU is to enhance cooperation between the ODA NEPAD and UNWTO in identified areas of mutual interest.
Implementation. We take a lot of decisions, but we need to implement them. Implementation is our fundamental role. This MOU reinforces the outcomes of the last MOU we had, and we did quite concrete things. Tourism tech adventures by boosting young entrepreneurs, helping design the Africa tourism strategy with the African Union Commission, and an important one, white paper on tourism and security, because these issues are becoming more and more important. So the fundamental aim of any MOU is, first of all, to respond to a need with a concrete solution. 2, to add value to what exists. And 3, implement.
A new promotional video to boost the tourism sector on the eve of the summer vacations was launched Friday, 18 June by Tunisia's National Tourism Office. In a statement, it said this video is produced in collaboration with the German Corporation through its project Promotion of Sustainable Tourism, which is a joint action of the European Union and the Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development of Germany and implemented by GIZ. It focuses on the multiple products offered by Tunisia to local and international tourists wishing to spend their holiday in peace. The film, which lasts 3 minutes, illustrates the beauty of the sandy beaches that once again invite their guests to enjoy a relaxing holiday in the sun. Zambia and Namibia are being added to Qatar Airways' expanding list of destinations in Africa from early August, bringing its award-winning service to 2 important Southern African destinations. The new service to Lusaka and onwards to Harare is scheduled to be operated with a Boeing 787 Dreamliner. It will connect passengers in Zambia and Zimbabwe with Qatar Airways' global network of more than 140 destinations. With the addition of these 2 new routes, the carrier will operate over 100 weekly flights to 27 destinations in Africa. There's more news on www.voyageafrique.com and all our social media platforms. My name is Jason Amo.